So I want to learn how to cook. And I watched a video with a lady saying it's like how to cut an onion is the basic thing a cook needs to learn. And you make a claw. You make a claw with your hand and you go with a knife. Tack, 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 and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, I'll cut my finger. Right? But anyway, I tried reproducing that with an onion. Unfortunately, I don't have a video camera to move into the kitchen so I can show you guys. Because my cooking is amazing. Like if I were to go to MasterChef with Darkside Phil, like Darkside Phil will definitely win the competition. I have no chance, right? I did unspeakable things to that onion, okay? Like I butchered it. Like, you do not believe what has transpired over that cooking table. But I'll tell you what, at least I didn't butcher it like the mouse managed to butcher Star Wars. Like I have seen the unspeakable. It is difficult for me to compile it into words. Just how bad. No, you know what? It wasn't even bad. No, I'll tell you that. Rise of the Skywalker is that bad. It is boring. Like I wanted to walk out several times, but I was like, no, I must review this. I must review this. It's my job now. This is the path that I have chosen in life. And this wasn't just me, right? The cinema was packed. There was a lot of people, but I'll tell you what. Like unlike 3 years ago, or whenever this madness has started. I used to see people on the first episode, The Force Awakens, with a lot of Star Wars t-shirts and Star Wars merchandise. Like literally everyone in the cinema had something Star Wars related. And now, like, almost no one had any Star Wars merch. And the ones that did have, like, a t-shirt had one with Darth Vader. Like, it's the biggest F-U to the mouse that I have ever seen in my life. So, anyway, none of the characters, not a single one, had what I would like to call a moment. Like, something that, you know, like when Tyrion Lannister walked on set, and everyone was like, "Oh, it's Tyrion, shh, let's see what he has to say." And it's like the gravitas, and he captures the atmosphere, and, you know, it's like, whoa, none of that. Nothing. And all of the characters sucked. Like, literally everyone, they don't get to do anything. And by the way, I'll tell you why progressivism makes boring shows. Because they're so predictable. Like, okay, I know this is a movie made by a progressive writer for progressive people, and therefore, we're not going to see Finn dying, because Finn is a black man, and, you know, like, you can't kill out black people, are you crazy, right? Rey is obviously Le Mercier, so she's not going to hit the bucket. Lando, obviously not. So anytime, like, these people were on screen, I didn't feel any sense of danger, because I knew there is no way in hell these characters are going to suffer any side of hardship or any form of, I don't know, like, danger or peril. So it kind of takes away, you know, like when you watch the first Star Wars, that you see Luke losing his hand, and you see that the characters can actually suffer and blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, you know, when Darth Vader comes for you, it's like, okay, but here it's like, nah. So I predicted like this before watching the movie. I said, okay, Leia is going to die because the actress has passed away, and it's not only that, they want to get rid of the old guard, like literally every single old Star Wars actor who plays the character is going to be killed off. I was a little bit surprised they didn't kill off Lando, but okay, you know, I guess I was wrong there. But I also said Kylo Ren is going to die, because that's literally the only character they can kill off, the straight white male. Yeah, so this causes predictability. Like, I don't care. It's like I don't have, like, the connection with the white folk in America. I just, no, but it's like when you watch a movie and you can already figure out what's going to happen. It's kind of boring, isn't it? Oh, and by the way, like, when you look at the plot, the First Order, or whatever they renamed it in this one, almost like 90% of them are straight white men. Meanwhile, the Resistance is diversity city, and the only the only black people that the First Order hires are defective. Like they end up not functioning as stormtroopers. They defect. Like literally every single stormtrooper that defected, and you'll see it in this movie, is a black person. And I'm like, what? Oh, and they have the passion gap. If you don't know what the passion gap is, it's something that they do in South Africa in order to beautify themselves, is the removing of some of the first teeth. The director hated, well, what's her name? Rose Tico. Los Tico. They hated her. Like, why didn't you just kill her? Like, I just don't get it. Like, she had like 2 or 3 lines in the entire movie. Might as well just do it. You know, like, I get it. J.J. Abrams didn't like her. So why is she even there? Like, I was surprised that she was awakened to begin with, because like I thought she died in the previous show, but no. Oh, and by the way, like this whole thing, minor spoiler, just minor. You probably expected to anyway. This whole trope that if your father is powerful, then you are powerful as well. Like, what is it with this bullshit? Are we in Naruto now, and then characters are awakening the Sharingan, awakening the Byakugan because they just happen to be part of their lineage? Like, when is this a thing? When is this a thing in this lore, in this universe? Do you not care about the lore? Do you not care about the universe? Then why the fuck are you making movies about the lore? It doesn't make sense. You know, just because your father is tough shit doesn't mean you're going to be tough shit. It's just, you know, in the real world, it's more likely if your dad is a doctor, then the daughter is going to be like, no, I'm not going to become a doctor, daddy. I'm going to gender studies to complain that more women don't become doctors. Yeah, fuck capitalism. And, you know, like, that's what happens in the real world. But no, like, every time you see this, it's like, oh, your father was this, then the daughter is going to become that. And your father had this ability. Well, now the daughter has it too. Oh, really? Yeah, so I guess I will make a spoiler review later on if people are actually interested in hearing my low IQ takes on this. I'm going to make a live stream where I talk about, cause just like, no. This is just, man, like, I have seen movies in my life that are bad, and don't get me wrong, like, I think the last Pirates of the Caribbean was bad, the Predator remake was bad, like, there are bad movies, you know, even the previous Star Wars one was bad, but at least, you know, like, you can sit through them, and if you manage to perform a lobotomy on you so that you're not thinking anymore, and you have like the 5th bottle of beer in your hand, it can be somewhat entertaining, but this was just boring. Like, absolutely boring. And people are like, ha, well, V, well, I know what you're doing. Just because you went to see it, you put your butts in the seat and the movie is good. Like, let me tell you something, right? Movies don't just sell based on butts in the seats. They sell merchandise. They sell toys. I don't think anyone is going to want to have this toy. Like, you know, it's going to be like when I was a kid and I had like an R2-D2 toy. There was this bully that at school just threw it into the toilet because, you know, it's like, oh, I was a geek and I got bullied for having an R2-D2 toy and not growing up. Nowadays, I think if you're going to wear a Kylo Ren t-shirt, you're going to not be bullied because people will take pity in you. It's like, oh my god, he likes Star Wars. Well, he must be dumb. You know, it must be a check mark on Twitter or something. You know, like, people are going to leave you alone. They're going to think you're mentally retarded. No one wants to bully the mentally retarded. I mean, come on, you know, that's... oh, and another spoiler here. Even the progressives don't like it, right? And the reason the progressives don't like it, and this is like some sort of a spoiler with the ending, so if you don't want it, don't watch it. Yeah, Kylo and Ren kiss. And the reason the progressives don't like it is that they have wrote articles upon articles upon articles saying how Kylo is the epitome of toxic masculinity. Oof. Oh, yes, yeah, he's very toxic masculinity. And guess who gets the chick? Guess who gets Rey? Oh, it's the toxic male, isn't it? Oh, spin that, you fucking feminist. Let's see how you're going to spin that. Oh, toxic masculinity is bad, but who gets in the end? So anyway, right. The salt is going to be astonishing. Like, you have respectable feminist journalists soaked in cat piss that have wrote articles upon articles upon articles comparing Kylo Ren to Gamergate, comparing Kylo Ren to misogyny, to all of these things, and now he gets this girl. Now he gets the girl. He doesn't get the girl by becoming a staunch progressive now, does he? Do you know what the staunch progressives get in this movie? Blue balls. But anyway, I'm going to make a stream now talking about the actual plot and the actual happenings of this movie. So if you want to see them, please hop over to my other channel live stream. It's going to start right now, like right now. As this, like, why aren't you there yet?